Hey everybody, what's happening? Welcome back to the Star Wars headquarters, and today, Jedi Fallen Order was fully revealed. We got to see the very first real gameplay of Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order at EA Play. Respawn was there, showing it off, and it was actually a 15-minute demo. It was 15 minutes of uncut gameplay. We got to see our hero Cal here, facing off against many different enemies, including the Purge Trooper you see here, and I was blown away by the gameplay, and we're going to go over all the details that we found out about this gameplay. There's a lot of stuff to go over in this video, so sit back, relax, grab some popcorn, because here we go. And don't forget to use the Force, hit that like button if you are really looking forward to playing Jedi Fallen Order later this year. It releases on November 15th, so it releases on November 15th, and we're going to be covering the game as we get near the release date. So let's start here with the demo from EA Play. And again, I was blown away by this demo. I loved the gameplay. The graphics look great. I really love the characters. They've done a really good job making it feel like a Star Wars game. And I was completely blown away by this. So I'm really excited about this game now. And you can see his BD-1 droid friend there crawling around. I just really love the atmosphere of this game so far. And we're going to start with the story and talk about that right now. So if you don't know, this segment of the game that they showed at EA Play actually is 3 hours into the game, and Cal is on Kashyyyk, where his goal is to rescue our Wookiee friends from the Empire, because the Wookiees, of course, are enslaved by the Empire at this point, and Cal is desperately trying to save his furry friends. And here, you will see a familiar face here. This is Saw Gerrera, of course. And along the way, I'm guessing there's going to be some familiar faces during the course of this game, which is really cool. And, you know, the characters so far, and the dialogue, and the atmosphere in the game seems very on point with Star Wars. And I think they're doing an awesome job with it so far. Now, we don't know how long the game is exactly. That's one concern that I do have, so we'll see how long this game is. I'm hoping it is a long game, a lengthy campaign, and I'm hoping that it does have some replayability as well, which it certainly sounds like it, because as you upgrade Cal's Force powers in the game, you will be able to go back in the maps and unlock different areas of these maps. So it does sound like it has some replayability too. Now, speaking of Force powers, we are actually going to talk about that and go over his different Force abilities and the combat in the game. So let's start there and take a look at how he will utilize his different Force abilities throughout the game. So he can use these Force abilities to, of course, traverse the landscape, get access to different areas. You just saw him do double jump, which is considered his Force flip ability. He uses Force push, and then he will also use his Force pull ability here, of course, to grab this vine and then use it to jump down and kill some stormtroopers who have no idea that he is about to destroy their lives. And here we got some lightsaber combat, and you'll notice right away there's a really cool segment here where he will use a combination of Force powers and his lightsaber. Like right there, he just pulled a guy into him and then just completely demolished him with the lightsaber, which was awesome. And then he also has a Force ability called Slow, where he can basically, it sounds like he can slow down time or slow down the energy around him, and you know, then take advantage of that and take down some of those stormtroopers, and even freeze blaster bolts and send them back into the stormtrooper. There was a combo where he used Slow, it froze the blaster bolt, and then he used Force pull to pull the stormtrooper into that frozen blaster bolt. It was freaking awesome. So I was blown away by the different combinations of Force abilities with the lightsaber. So it looks like it's really well thought out. That's not surprising, because keep in mind, the game director from the God of War series has worked on this game, Stig Asmussen, and man, oh man, you can feel it in this game. And right here, you can see that, you know, right now, Cal is working his way up to the enemies, and this is kind of like a mini boss, or a main boss, if you will, the Purge Trooper. And you already saw this gameplay at the beginning of this video, but I'm going to explain it a little bit more, because there is a little bit more to this gameplay than meets the eye, because he can actually parry, block, and then take advantage of certain situations against the Purge Trooper. Now, there was also some more gameplay of the Purge Trooper right here. So I know you already saw that segment of that Purge Trooper, and there was another segment of him right here where, you know, there's Purge Troopers that he will face off against. And you'll see these guys as well. The Stormtroopers here have melee weapons as well. So Cal has his hands full here against the Purge Trooper and the Stormtroopers. He's going to have to use everything in his ability to take down these guys. And it's really cool. Again, he can use the combination of his Force abilities with his lightsaber to do some really cool, amazing combinations for sure. Now, beyond this, there are more enemies beyond just the Purge Trooper. And these enemies you've seen, of course. There are Flame Troopers as well. Right here you can see that there's Flame Troopers desperately trying to prevent these bugs from taking over the area. And, you know, right now Cal's going to take advantage of this because they're distracted. He's going to go in there and demolish them all with his Force powers. And you'll see that BD-1 is witnessing all of this the entire time. And he takes a ride during the entire course of the game, it looks like, on Cal's back. So it looks like BD-1 is going to be a part of the adventure from beginning to end. And speaking of BD-1, he can heal Cal with stim packs, and you'll have to find these throughout the world from what I understand. He's going to also help Cal, you know, get access to certain areas. I believe right here, you know, Cal's climbing right here, and then the droid is going to use an ability called Overcharge to give Cal access to this area. So it's really cool to see that you will be able to utilize the droid in really cool ways. You know, he's not just there to tag along. He's going to be a very useful part of the game and a part of the gameplay experience, which is really cool. Now, there's also a really cool segment in this demo that really reminded me of God of War, because this huge spider creature came down from the ceiling, and right here, Cal's going to do his best to take him down, but he gets webbed first by the spider, but then it goes into a real-time sequence there, and that just reminded me so much of God of War, and I was so thrilled to see this kind of thing in the game. So I'm really hoping this is just the start for the type of creatures that you will be facing off against in, you know, Jedi Fallen Order. And it actually kind of reminded me of the scene from Lord of the Rings, you know, where Frodo got, you know, tied up by the spider. So I'm not sure how far that can go in this game. I'm not sure what would happen if you just stood there and let the bug, you know, kind of wrap you up and take you down. I might try that one time just to see what happens. But right here you can see he's using the slow ability to get access to this area. So again, Force abilities are going to play an important role in traversing the location. And I really love this take on Kashyyyk. You know, I was worried when they said that it was Kashyyyk. I was like, oh man, I've already experienced Kashyyyk so much in Battlefront 2. Will it feel fresh enough in this game? And I think it does. I think they certainly did a very good job of making this Kashyyyk experience a totally new, refreshing experience compared to our previous experiences of Kashyyyk. And here again you can see he's using the lightsaber throw, he's using the Force abilities, and just taking down these enemies one by one. And these guys, of course, seem a lot easier than the Purge Troopers and the big bugs. So the enemies definitely do have a variety of difficulty. There was a cool ending sequence in this demo here. You know, right here he is trying to free the Wookiee. That's, you know, the main mission on this part of the game. But behind him, a droid comes out of nowhere, and it looks like this is yet another boss he has to face off against. And then it goes into kind of like a collage of different gameplay sequences. But yeah, this just looks awesome. I mean, it looks amazing. Like the actual graphic fidelity looks just amazing. So again, blown away by this demo, and I cannot wait to find out more about Jedi Fallen Order. If you are excited again, hit that like button. We'll be doing a lot of breakdowns on Jedi Fallen Order as soon as we find out more. So make sure you hit that like button and subscribe right here at the Star Wars HQ for everything Jedi Fallen Order. And of course, we cannot forget about Battlefront 2, because Battlefront 2 also has a lot of stuff coming up, including a brand new planet. You know, Felucia was just recently revealed yesterday. There's tons of DLC coming out this month for Battlefront 2, including droidicas. You have the TX-130 tanks, Anakin Skywalker's new skin, and of course, feed on capital supremacy. So tons of stuff to look forward to in the Star Wars gaming community. And I feel like Star Wars is really coming back to life, especially this year and after seeing everything with Jedi Fallen Order and with Battlefront 2. Now, there was no showcase, unfortunately, for Battlefront 2 at EA Play. But again, as soon as they show more on the droidicas, on, Felucia and all that stuff, we will be making videos about it right here at the Star Wars HQ. So don't forget to subscribe, turn on notifications once again. And I will see you all next time. Have a good rest of your day, and may the Force be with you always.
Wow.